All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today we have a new topic, and the topic is about number seven. The Muslims, uh, they have a lot of claims, and most of those claims I find them very funny and a very clear sign of being desperate. So today we are going to talk about one of those claims. And actually, those claims which the Muslims they themselves they make as a miracle, I'll find them a reason to believe that Islam is a false religion. So please invite your friends. Very few people expect me to open today or to do a live broadcast today. However, that will not change anything. Still, we can do it. Share the link with your friends, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you can. I made a book, as you know, all of you. And the book, my two books actually speak about Islamic, what it's called Islamic science. And the Islamic science, which Muslims they come with, it's kind of comedy. And not only it is not what they say, it is the opposite. So in my first book, which was The Deception of Allah, and I think many of you have it already, I cover Islam from zero, and then after the middle of it almost, I start launching the facts about Islam and what the Muslims speak about science, and then in the second book, which is Quran and Science, which this one most of it is about this topic. Both of them they complete each other anyway. We finish almost most of the claims which at that time when I made my book they were published, but I could not find just one claim the Muslims they have can be considered as something valid, and I challenge any Muslim to prove me wrong. And actually this is why we do here, we do like live broadcast, and we open our Skype so people they can call us, especially Muslims, if they have any objection. But can really the Muslims have an objection for this? I don't think so. And this is why they stay in mute, in silence, and they prefer not to challenge, to debate, and to show us that we are wrong. I'm going to open my Skype, so in case a Muslim wanna call, just to be sure that Muslims can call me and they can make a live challenge, because we don't want to make a live challenge and then we don't give them a chance to call. So we are live right now, and we are here in case any Muslim would like to call. And I think most of you knows my account. It is in Skype. It's Debate TV. Debate TV, as simple as that. Let us see here. Okay. Yeah, now it's appearing in the screen. You see it. So this is my account for those who like to call in case they like to do so. Now let us go to the topic and see how much truthful this claim. The Muslims have this topic in Arabic and in English. The English is almost totally different from the one in Arabic, even though it's made by the same person. And that because the way the Muslims they approach each other is different depending on the language they are speaking about. The Arabic one is a lot more simple and a lot more let us say doesn't have too much lies. The English ones, because they are approaching someone he is not a Muslim, they make it too complicated to the point there's no way you will know what even they are talking about. So this is here the title, number 7 in the Holy Quran. Number 7 in the Holy Quran. And if we read, in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the beneficent, blah 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 blah, etc. Okay, the logical reasoning says I like it when a Muslim speak about logical. I mean, you see, a Muslim, he want to speak about mathematics and logic. I mean, is it logical that my penis will be endless? Is it logical that I will have 80,000 child servant in heaven, or 80,000 women? Is it logical that my wife, her ass will be 1 mile? Is it logical that your God, he will put the sin of the Muslims on the Christians and the Jews? Is it logical that because somebody who don't believe in God, you take his house and your home and his wife, and you enslave him and his children? I mean, this is all logical. Is it logical because you believe in God, Allah will give you women who each time you sleep with them, their vagina will become virgin again? So when a Muslim he speak about logic, I mean, I find this is like this is a tragedy. You Muslims are the last one who can speak about logic, and actually the word logic itself is against Islam. And I can show you tons of fatwas that anyone he believe in philosophy, he is apostate. Philosophy is rejected in Islam, and logic is nothing but philosophy. And Islam never been based in logic. And actually, most of believes, if you want to put logic, if you want to be consistent in logic, you will find there's a lot of things. It doesn't make sense, because logic is what is logic? Logic is something we experience in nature, and then we based on that experience, we say this is logical. So like if you hold a wire, have electricity, you will get shot, you will get shocked by the electricity. That is logical. But it's not logical that you hold the wire and there's electricity and still nothing happened to you. So if the logic is based on nature and reality, well, this logic will not make sense when it's come specifically to Islam, or even to, generally speaking, to religions. Now let us go and see what the Muslims trying to say to us. The number 1 is the most repeated number in the Quran. I mean, I'm really so amazed that number 1 is the most repeated number in the Quran. Well, isn't it every verse will start with number 1? I mean, every chapter. I mean, that's madness. Number 1 is the most repeated number in the Quran. All right. After it comes the number 7. I see. So now we have number 1 and we have number 7. Those are the most repeated numbers. That might be an indication to an internationalism of the creation. Firstly, I'm not sure how to pronounce this word correctly, to be honest with you. It's above my grade, my English. Firstly, then, this is the power of the creation. Allah says, if Allah who has created the 7 heavens and of the earth the like, he commanded descents between them, that you may know that Allah has power over all things, that Allah surrounds all things, between 2 brackets, in his knowledge. All right, chapter 65, verse number 12. The number of the heavens is 7. And when we look in the Quran for the statement 7 heavens, we find that it is repeated 7 times. First of all, there is nowhere in the Quran it says there is 7 heavens. It says there is 7 skies. The word heaven does not exist in that statement together. 7 and heaven. It is 7 skies. Sab'u samawat. That is repeated 7 times through the whole Quran, exactly as the number of heavens. All right. But here we have a problem from the beginning. As long Allah is trying to make a miracle for the Muslims, which is not, we will see, because they are playing with the numbers to fool those who do not know. Why the number 7 heavens is repeated 7 times in the Quran, but the number 7 earth is not repeated 7 times? Because the verse, the one he quoted for us, it says that it's Allah who has created seven heavens and of the earth the like of that. So the earth is seven earth too. Why Allah he said seven heaven seven time, but he did not say seven earth seven time? If there is something missing there in the organizer who is obsessed with number seven. Same time, isn't it stupid to focus in number seven, which is speaking about the heaven, but you don't want to focus in the number seven, which is speaking about the earth? But maybe later we will find him speaking about that. Let him give him a chance. But the first question I want to ask the Muslims, why Allah he said seven heavens seven time, but he did not repeat seven earth seven time? And can we find the seven earths seven time? And by the way, the translation here is false. It doesn't say seven earth or and of the earth the like. It says seven earths. If we go right now, let us go there. Hold on. Lord. Muslims, what you gonna do? You want a Christian prince? He come for you. All right. Hold on. Somehow what? It's not coming in anyway, even if we type it wrong. All right. I will go to this one later. Let us go. هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا ثم استوى إلى السماء فسواهن سبع سماوات. It is he who created for you whatever is in earth, and then he went to the sky and he made them seven skies. This verse in front of us claiming that Allah he created the whole earth first and whatever is in earth, and he went then to the heaven and the heaven was not exist, and then he made the heaven seven skies. But that will be really a problem, because if there is no sky and there is no spaces exist, where was the earth located? In order to create the earth, you have to create a space for it first, and as you know, we are in this space. And the Bible says that the earth is hanged on nothing. Now we continue. We will go to the verse which he is talking about, remember, which is a chapter 65 verse number 12. So we will go and jump to the end. Here we go. This is the verse. هو الذي خلق سبع سماوات ومن الأرض مثلهن, and from the likeness of the earth seven, which means there is seven earths. If we click at the translation, and remember this is the Muslim translation, this is Yusuf Ali. It says of the earth there is a similar number. That's mean you have to add earths, not one, because they are not one, they are seven. If we go to Shakir, he used earth, but the same number as them. There are seven heaven and seven earth. Bigtal, seven earth, seven heaven, and the same number of the earth. And then the last one is Muhsin Khan. None of those is using the word earths, but you know it should be earths, because as you see it says in the front of us, he created from the seven heavens and of the earth the like number. So why you are saying earth, one earth? It says i.e. seven. I'm not. It's anyway. It's a translation. So it is 7 earth and 7 heaven. So the Muslims, they found that Allah, he repeated the word 7 heaven 7 times in the Quran, but they did not explain to us why Allah did not repeat the 7 earth 7 times in the Quran. Maybe Allah, he forgot. We forgive him. Let us see what is next. Next. So the number of 7 heavens, and when we took look in the Quran for the statement 7 heavens, we find it 7 times exactly. Among all of them, the number 7 is the first number stated in the Quran. Among all of them, the number 7 is the first number stated in the Quran. I think he's saying that the number 7 never be mentioned until Allah, he spoke about the number 7. Is that true? Let us examine it. Don't ever take the Muslims' speech for granted. All right. This is true. Chapter 2, verse number 29. It appeared to be the first one where the Quran mentioned that it was 7 heavens, and it was appear first time the number 7 appear in the Quran. But this Abdul, he missed something. He's talking about the Quran the Muslims they have today, and this is not the true Quran, because is the miracle is what Allah he sent or what you Muslims did? To make it simple, if I take right now the Quran and I change the location of verses to make it fit with number 9, or let us say I change it but by accident it fit with some numbers, is that really a miracle? Who is the one who put the Quran together today? I mean, as it is today, according to Muslims, it is Uthman, not Muhammad. As we know, Uthman, he collected the Quran and they start putting it together, and they were confused where to put this, where to put that. And the Muslims, they themselves, they publish in the internet, and we say thank you Muslims for doing that, the revelation of the Quran according to the, or the order of the revelation according to the revelation. So this guy, he said to us that the first time the word Sab'a or Samawat appear in the Quran in the beginning. All right. Okay. Now he was going to base his calculation in searching the direction of the Quran, and later he will see, like, because I read some of the article, and later he will say to you amazingly that the chapter number 1 in the Quran, which is the first chapter in the Quran, repeat have 7 verses, but chapter number 1 in the Quran is chapter number 5, and the chapter number 2 in the Quran is a chapter number 68. So when the first time the Quran, the verse he is saying to us, the first time the verse mentioned the word 7, he claimed it is the first in the beginning of the Quran, but the fact it is, the truth is, it is a chapter number 68. Are you guys getting my point? Are you getting my point? Why the Muslims cannot find this miracle based in the revelation order, which Allah revelation? Was Allah wrong? Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Who is the one who made the miracle here? Is it Allah? Is it the Abdul? Is it Uthman? If it's Uthman, that means Uthman must be God. If it is the Abdul, Abdul must be God. If it's Allah, then Allah. Let us see what Allah he sent. Allah he sent it the first time the word Saba appeared. Let us see when. Let us see when, based on this numbers. I'm going to type the word Saba again, which means number 7. All right, and I will focus only in the 7 heaven, not just any 7. All right, so it appeared in number 65. All right, 65. All right, 65 is when in the book of the Revelation. So now we saw first, remember, let us go back, hold on. Here, chapter 2, verse number 29, it doesn't match. It's not in the beginning of the Quran. All right, let us go. The second verse. Where is seven heavens? You know what? Let us do this. Hold on, hold on. I mean, why I'm doing this? Let me. Because that will show me all the number sevens in the Quran. All right. Chapter 23, verse number 86. 23:86. Let us see chapter 23:86. What is located in the real Quran? 23:86. All right. We go here. 23. Where is it? 23. 23. All right. Here we go. It is number 74. So this is not in the beginning of the Quran too. Number 23 is number 74. So the second one is not functioning. Let's continue. Okay, we were here, sorry. And by the way, here, not to forget to mention, I don't know if I calculate this one, we will check it out later, you know, because here it says as-samawat was-sab'a, not as-sab'u samawat, which is mean, but is the word sky came before the earth, and the other verses the word earth came before the sky. Let us see. This one about seven seas, we will go back. All right, here seven skies, chapter 41, verse number 12. All right, hold on. Chapter 41, verse number 12. Where is 41? All right, 41, 41. This is 41 is equal to 61. So just to make it short, all the numbers he gave us is fictions, because if this is a miracle, it should be found in the revelation order, by the order which is given by Allah, not by the order which is made by Uthman ibn Affan. Just to make it short, I don't want to miss my time. Like, I mean, we checked them all. So it is a lie. So this is number one lie. Number two, let us go to number two. Number one is gut busted. This is not what the first time Allah he mentioned the word seven, because if we search number seven, all right, let us search number seven. Hold on. This is number seven. All right. I'm going to see now in the actual Quran. In the actual Quran. All right. Seven here. Okay. Verse number 12 is not the one. This is not about seven sky, seven cows, 7 years, 7 years again. We create upon you 7 ways, 7 skies, chapter 41, verse number 12. It's not. Then 7 skies in chapter 65, verse 12, and we found you that it's not. 65, we will look here. 65, this is 65. 65 in the order. Let us search faster for 65. We want the other 65. Where is the other 65? Why 65 is appearing only once? That's weird. Okay, 65. Where is the real 65? You see, here we go. 64, 62, 63. Here we go, 65. So 65, the true number is number 99. Until now, look like the verses of the seven skies is appearing in the end of the Quran. Until now, we could not find the one. It's early, really, if we can call it early. All right. Sab'u Samawat, chapter 67, verse number 3. Okay, chapter 67. 67. Where is 67? This is the. For some reason, it's not showing me the other line. Okay, but no, I can't search. Okay, let's see 65. Or is 67? Sorry, 67. Where is 67? See, I don't remember them by the order. It's not in the beginning for sure. It's not 67. 67. We are looking for 67. All right, 67. Here we go. 67 is number 77. So this one is not in the beginning of the Quran too. Let us continue. I will give them a chance. I mean, you never know. We might find something. Give them a chance. All right. All right. Sab'u Samawat, chapter number 71, verse number 15. 71, 15. All right. Let us see 71. What is 71? 70, 70, 71. 71 is 71. This is exactly did not a change. So 71, it cannot be the one he's talking about in the beginning of the Quran because it is 71. I mean, this is more than the middle of the Quran. Now we continue this drama. Oh, that's it. We are out of it. Where is the verses? Where is the verse in the beginning of the Quran which is number 7 sky? Did we miss something? Muslim, did we miss something? I will type the word exactly as it is. Sab'u Samawat, chapter 2, verse 29, chapter 17, verse number 44. Maybe we did not see this one, did we? Let us check this one. 17. 17. Where is 17? We'll go from the beginning, so people they will see. Until now, we don't see no 17. Remember, this line here is the line for the revelation by the Quran today. The one in the left is by order. 17, 17. Where is it? Here we go. 17 is number 50. So this one cannot be from the beginning of the Quran too. All right, we continue. No problem. Let it go. Let it go, man. I mean, come on. What's wrong with you? Right? All right, we check number 17. We check already number 23, did we? Number 23. Okay, 23. Where is it? 23. 23. Is it in the beginning? 23, 23, 23, 23. Until now, we did not find number 23. Here we go. Number 23 is number 74. So where is the beginning of the Quran? I mean, Muslims really, that's weird. Let us continue. Okay. 41:12, we check it already. 65:12, we check it already. 67, I think we checked this one, right? But let us to be sure. 67. 67, 67. Where is 67? Let's go from the beginning, so Muslim will see with their own eyes. 67, 67, 67. And come on, not even one of them in the beginning of the Quran. So he was lying to us. Where is 67? 67, 67. Oh man, 67, 6. Where is 67? I miss it. I don't see 67. I think I'm getting old. I need to drink camel urine. 67. Here we go. 67 is 77. Where is the Allah he mentioned seven heaven from the beginning of the Quran? All right, let's continue. 71:15. 71:15. Okay, 71. 71. This is the one we saw already. 71, 71. All right. So we got this one. It's done. Not even one of them is even in the beginning of the Quran. Did you see it? Not even one of those seven is appearing in the beginning of the Quran. Now this guy, he said to us, remember that in the Quran it's mentioned seven skies only 7 times. Who in here believe that this is true? Give me one. You see the word showing 7 times, right? Do you see it? Do you see it? Who believe that this is true? You see, even the numbers is proving his point. It says 7 times. What if I show you that I can get him busted? That it is not 7 times, it is 8. You know, the idiot, the Muslims, the Abdul, I mean, how stupid they can be, I have no idea. If we take right now, in the front of your eyes, translation of the 7 heavens. I'm not insulting, by the way. I'm not insulting. I'm just saying that Muslims, you Muslims are stupid. Huh? When it says this is chapter 2 verse number 29, we can take any of them and it doesn't matter really. Okay, this guy here, he used the 7 firmament. Okay, let us search for it. Then we will search in the translation of Yusuf Ali. Let us see if it's going to appear only 7 times. Hold on. We go to Yusuf Ali translation. In Yusuf Ali translation, it appear 4 times. Why? Because I think he used the same word, this word here, sometime, and sometime he used the word sky. Let us try sky. The word sky should appear 3 times. Sorry, 4 times. Unless he is using skies. Let us see. Let us try sky first. Okay, so we say skies. I'm not sure what he is using in his language. Let us see what is the other. See here, he is using firmament. Okay, and 7 days, 7 years, 7 years, 7. Okay, 7 gates. See here, he used 7 heavens. So let us make two pages side by side. One is saying 7 firmament, as he did before. All right, so this one we will search for it. This one is appearing 4 times. All right, let us open another page and search for 7 heavens. If the number is correct, then we should have what? We should have a 4 plus 3. Okay, search Yusuf Ali. Guys, do you see what it says? Do you see what it says? 7 heavens is 4 times, and 7 heavens is 7 times. He just changed the word. 4 times. Total is what? What is the total? 4 plus 4. So why they lie to us? The whole dilemma is based in that Allah, He said in the whole Quran the word seven heavens 7 times, but it is a lie. And let me tell you how I can get the Muslim busted. You see, in the Quran, because the Muslim, they knew that you don't speak Arabic, they can fool you. Same as in English, you can say like in Arabic we can play more with the language. We can say 7 ways or 7 roads, or we can say roads 7, and but still the same thing. So I can say سبع سماوات. Let's type Arabic. سبع سماوات. Let's say سبع, not سبعة. So we can say سبع سماوات, which means 7 skies, or we can say سماوات سبع, which is exactly the same thing. Actually, we can click at any of those, you will see it. But because he is using translation here, that would not work. So سماوات سبع. Go to Arabic. سبع سماوات. You see here, I don't know if you can notice with me. I think I need to open them in 2 pages. Hold on. All right, I will go to I have to put them side by side so I can show you the different. Let me do that. Hold on. I will open a new browser. Okay. All right. So this is a browser. I will shrink it, and I will do my best to make them go side by side so we can read them both. Okay. And now we go here. We open this one, number 29. Or we can open other one because it's make the same. Let's see this one. I'm trying to line up things together so we can read them together. Let's see. Okay. Still, but I think now we can see them both. All right. Now, none of you speak Arabic. That will not be a problem. But this is here the word السماوات السبع. السماوات السبع. The first word is as-samawat, which means skies. Skies, not heavens, skies. The seven. So the skies, seven skies. But the word here coming first is as-samawat, which means skies. In here it says sab'u samawat, which mean here the word seven coming first and the word skies coming after. But is that going to make a difference? No. Still Allah He mentioned, then if Allah is talking, the seven skies 8 times, not 7. Who care if He says first 7 skies or skies 7? You know what I'm talking about? So He did not count for us this verse in order to fool us. Why? The whole idea that Allah He mentioned 7 skies 7 times, but this is not true. The 7 skies is mentioned 8 times. Why they will not count it? You see in here in this search, when we search as-samawat as-sab'a appear only once. You see it says appear only once. Only once. Okay. Here, if we take that and we search exactly as-samawat as-sab'a or sab'a samawat, and we search for it, it's going to appear 7 times. You see what I'm talking about? This is how they cheat line. Because remember the whole idea that Allah He mentioned, I mean, why Allah He mentioned the sky 7 times? Obviously there's 7 skies. Why He mentioned 7 skies 7 times? Obviously there's a code in there, there's a magic, there's a miracle, but it's not 7 times, it's 8 times. So Muslims, you want to play, you can play with someone he is an American, I understand. You can play with someone who do not know Arabic, I understand. You can play even with some who speak Arabic but he is not smart, I understand, but you cannot do that with me. Shame on you. It is 8 times, it is not 7 times. So, and you know, and they play this in TV stations and a miracle. I mean, they are fooling millions. Not even, and how come not even a single Muslim he got this guy busted saying to him, shame on you, you are lying to the Muslims? It doesn't say that. I think the text is clear, right? Both of them are big. Can't you see them? Both of them are big. So in front of us in chapter 17 verse number 44, they did not count it. Why? Because the whole deception is based on not to count it, and the whole religion of Islam is about how we can fool you. Does it make a difference if I say 7 skies or skies and the sky in Arabic? You see, maybe in English it doesn't make sense, like you say 7 skies, skies 7s doesn't, but in Arabic we can say sab'u samawat, samawat in sab'a. It's the same. In Arabic we can say 7 skies, 7 skies, or we can say skies 7. It's the same. If the Muslim they want to say it's wrong, well, the Quran is writing it this way. Are you saying the Quran is wrong? You know what I mean? They can't say wrong because the Quran is writing it 7. Sky 7. So why they lie? Now the whole miracle is destroyed. Do I need to continue about number 7? There's no need. It is 8. Because all his dilemma, which first we prove that it's not in the beginning of the Quran, and now none of those verses are in the beginning of the Quran. Secondly, they are not 7, they are 8. So what is left? If there is any Muslim here, he wanna get me busted. Any Muslim? So guys, if the Muslim they mention to you this false miracle, what is the answer will be? Where we will find the verse number 8, which the Muslims try to ignore or to lie to us. And by the way, most of the Muslims, they do not know. This guy is a big scam. The one who made this is a big scam. And because the Muslims, anyone he praise Islam, they don't even investigate after him, and they don't mind. Actually, most of them, they don't mind if somebody lie to promote Islam. It's okay. Allahu Akbar, brother. Allah, he mentioned 7 skies, and it is 7 times in the Quran. And the Christian prince, he got us busted when he saw that this is wrong. Using a calculator he bought it from 7-Eleven. I mean, who is the dump here? Seven sky? You Muslims, you don't even have a 7 of a brain. This is why Muslim brain is very expensive. It's never been used. If it can be if it can be located. So as long all this miracle of number 7 get busted in, you know, actually it's my fault. I should make it from the beginning. Says where is the number 7? It's 8. But I wanted to show you from the beginning how step by step we can, if I continue, we will find more and more lies. It's not only this, I mean, but that's it. It's the whole, because those are connected. The whole numbers is connected. You know what I mean? Everything the Muslims they say to you, it is nothing but a pure lie. Don't ever believe a Muslim saying something to you about his religion. Explain the classification of the Hadith Sunnah questions. Yeah, actually yesterday I spoke about that. My friend, let me tell you something. When the Muslim they don't like a Hadith, they come with the right away with an answer saying this is weak. This is weak. Now where we can find that this Hadith is weak, let me show you. As long as we finish this topic, we are done with it, right? So then actually, but I'm not done. I want to speak about number 7 because the Muslim they put themselves in a trouble now, huh? Because I will go back to your topic about the Hadith. Let just remind me. But yesterday I spoke about it. When the Quran speak about seven heavens and 7 earth, shouldn't we ask Allah where is the 7 earth? And remember, they cannot say because I saw the same guy, he is saying this is the layers of the earth. The earth does not have 7 layers, you liar. It is 4. And it cannot be 7 layers of the earth because the earth, the Quran says there is 7 skies, not 7 layers of the skies, and there is 7 equal number of earth. All right, let us see. What a stupid religion. Let me turn it off. I don't want to hurt your eyes flipping the pages. Hold on. But you know, Muhammad, because he's a thief, he saw that in the word 7 is repeated in the Bible many times. Actually, I think in the Bible repeated almost, I'm not sure the number, but maybe 600 times, something like this. You know, so Muhammad trying to copy that from the Bible. Let's see. Let's go to this verse. All right. 65:12. Let's open the interpretation first before I turn the screen on. And the reason I want to open the interpretation so the Muslim they will not say, well, he is making his own interpretation, as you know. You know, right? You know them. Abduls. Abdul, they get offended. It doesn't matter what you do, even if you spray them with perfume. All right. So in chapter, let's close this one. Chapter 65, verse number 12. Turn the screen on. All right. It says that it is he who created the seven heavens, and of the earth similar number. All right. Is it really seven earths, or maybe he means something else? Let us see how the Muslim understand it based on their scholars. So remember, this is a chapter 65, verse number 12. We will go. Tafsir 65. Last verse. Interpretation. Allah is the one who created seven earth, and of the earth the like. Therefore it says seven earths. Do you see it, guys? Do you see it? You know, when somebody says to me, I created seven heavens and seven earths, that means something big, because that's mean there's what the point of creating seven earth if there's nobody living them, if there's only one? It doesn't make sense, right? To say there's seven earths, does mean there's people like us who live in seven other earths, or six, at least six. However, if you go on deep in the interpretation, you will see that the Muslims believe that those seven earths is where Allah he store creatures. Some of the creatures are the genie. Some of the creatures are you know, like there's a jail, there's a place where he put them in chains. There's a so there is seven storages, and this is supposedly the seven earths. So there is seven earths, and those seven earths they have already people who live in them. So Allah will grab Christian Prince and he will put him in one of those earths. This earth is a jail, but where they get from, nobody knows. How they come with this conclusion, nobody knows. By the Quran only saying it is seven earths, as seven earths where nobody knows. Allah knows best, as usual. But the funny here, it says that the commands of revelation descended between the heavens and the earth, but you just say there's seven earth. You know what I mean? What do you mean the command is coming between the seven heaven and the seven earth? And when we say the seven heaven and the seven earth, the Quran claim that those seven earth and seven earth, they are separated. If you go in the Quran, you will see the Quran say the following. Trying to guess the letters in my keyboard. Okay, what? All right, here we go. Chapter 21, verse number 30. The skies, not the sky, the skies and the earth, they used to be one, and we separated them. Actually, not separated, like they used to be stitches together, and then we like when how you what do you say when you open the stitches? It's like you open it like pull it from each other. I'm not sure what the word in English would be. Let's see what the translation is saying. Uh, this is Yusuf Ali. However, if a Muslim don't like Yusuf Ali, you can switch different translation. Don't the unbeliever sees that the heaven and the earth were joined together as one unit of a creation? This does not exist in the Quran. Before we clove them asunder. All right. So how you say we created from the beginning 7 earth and 7 heaven, and now you are talking about 1 earth and 7 heavens? He should say, don't the believers see that we created 7 heavens and 7 earths and we spread them from each other? But no, now he's talking about 1 earth and 7 heavens, which is 7 skies. So look like this idiot, he forgot that he just said to us in one of the verses that there are 7 earths. So from now on he keeps saying 7 earths and he speak about 1 earth. But you said to us there is 7 earth is the same as the 7 earth, and that was in chapter 65 verse number 12. The author of the Quran, obviously he is not educated, he's not smart, he's not intelligent, and he says stupid things. And the more he talk, the more he say he do poo-poo. Now the Muslim, they say, just to, I don't want to ignore this point here, the Muslim, they say to you, you hold on, do you know that this is about the Big Bang? The Muslim, they use this verse to prove to you the Big Bang. You know, I never saw a stupid person as much as a Muslim when he claimed this. Why? Because according to the Quran, Allah, he created the whole earth first and then he created the heaven. This is number 2. Number 1. Number 2, the verse in the front of you says, don't you see that the heavens and the earth were joined together and we split them? That's mean there was heaven and there is earth. Oh, what he did, he split them. This is not what the Big Bang is saying, Abdul. The earth was earth and the heaven was heaven. Allah, he split them. And actually this is very stupid, because how you can split the earth from the heaven? You see the word here is actually not heavens. We keep saying heaven because this is a translation, but the truth is the word is sky. It doesn't say heaven. What heaven? Are we really separated from the sky? The whole earth is not even a piece of dust, a sand, compared to the size of the universe. You see, maybe the earth is big for you, big for me, but if we look in the space, the earth is just a dot. You see those dots we see in the sky from far away, which we call them stars? You know, you see those dots? Those are a lot bigger than the earth. You see this dot here? This dot, it's a dot. It's a dot. Huh? Those, all the stars is a huge. Some of them, they are millions of times bigger than the earth. So how we are separated from the sky? How in the world does God, he say such a thing? We are not. We are inside the sky. Who is around us? With the Quran saying that the sky and the earth, they used to be together because Muhammad is a stupid prophet who is a false prophet who he think that the earth is a flat. So here we have earth. Huh? Above there is sky. So Muhammad, he think the above is where the sky is located. And this is the earth. So whatever is here in the top, that is the above, which is not touching the earth. So Muhammad, he think the sky always above. This is why he keeps saying above, 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 above. Have you ever seen Muhammad saying down, down, down? Allah, he descended from heaven. I understand that this is a metaphorical statement, can be, can be accepted as this. But as long as the Muslim is speaking about science, and they made their book as a book of science, then we have to go by science. Is it Muhammad, he says that Allah, he descend every day in the third part of the night? How he can do that? Unless the earth is flat and is only one time zone. Muhammad, he said, listen carefully, Abdul, not me. This is your prophet, not me. All right. If we go to the hadith, your prophet said, our Lord the Blessed, the Exalted, descend every day, every night to the lowest heaven, when 1/3 of the later part of the night is left. How that can be? Unless this idiot, he think the earth have one time. Because if Allah is coming every third of the night, that's mean Allah is doing zigzag 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 the days. And why Allah wanna come down? I mean, this is stupid. Allah come down to say what? To say, who is asking me? Huh? Who is this remind me of Santa Claus. So Allah come down at the third part of the night and he says, who supplicate to me? Who? Huh? So that I may answer him. Who ask me? So they may give him. Who ask me forgiveness so that I forgive him? I mean, this is stupid. Allah coming every day at the last part of the night to do that. He cannot do it from his throne. They say to us, Allah, if you want something to be, he say be. But what this is saying to us, Allah, he cannot do that. Allah, he have to come down, otherwise he have no reception in his seven heaven, which is next to 7-Eleven, beyond the 7 seas and 7 Majid. This is a religion, and this is God talking, and this is a prophet telling us that Allah, he come down every night. And why Allah wanna come down every night? And who here Allah, when Allah he says, who is who is supplicating for me? Anyone hear anything? This is stupid. Muhammad, he believe that his God is above, for the earth is a flat, and this is why the Muslim, they've been ordered to pray in the direction of Mecca, because you cannot pray in the direction of Mecca if you live in the UK, or if you live even in Egypt, or if you live in Syria, because 70 miles away, when you pass the horizon, you're just out of the reach of the direction. That's it. Drive 70 miles away and you are done. The earth is not a flat. You cannot face Mecca no more. If a Muslim want to face Mecca and he live in USA, maybe the only way is to put your head in the toilet seat, and maybe Allah will help you then to find the direction of Mecca. Where is Mecca? Please focus on my topic. The topic here is not Catholic, is not a Protestant. Otherwise, I will ban you both. You want to have a discussion in private? Do that. Be careful. Any Muslim would like to call me. If there is any Muslim would like to call me. Any Abdul? I don't know. I feel weak today. Muslims take advantage of me. I was working all day, like I was doing paint, and I mean, I feel weak, very weak. Any brave Muslim. So Muslims don't lie to us and say there's numbers and miracles of numbers. Those things, it doesn't work. You are really fooling yourself, and you are making your God as a joke, because you gave me a chance right now to humiliate your religion because of your stupidity. And let me ask you a question, Muslims. When you Muslims, you focus in numbers trying to find a miracle of your God Allah. Is your God Allah is capable of making a miracle? Can't he give a miracle to Muhammad? Why it took you 1400 years to find the miracle of number 7? I mean, why in the time of Muhammad says 7 miracle? Hey Muslims, I'm looking for the 7 C's, where I can find them. Look what Allah he said. The Muslims, they claim, not me, okay, that Muhammad is the last prophet. How many of you heard Muhammad Muslim saying uh, Muhammad is the last prophet? Many times, right? Muhammad is the last prophet. All right. If Muhammad is the last prophet, how Muslims can explain to me this verse? Chapter 18, verse number 109. And we will talk about the 7 C's. I'm not forgetting it, but just I want to mention this one first. Say, if the sea were ink for the word of my Lord, the sea would surely be consumed before the word of my Lord are exhausted. Are you sure? So Allah, he is a talker. I mean, look, guys, at this miracle. This God, he can blah 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 blah. What do you mean? Okay. If this verse to be accurate, that's mean Allah is always sending us messengers and he is talking to us. But Muhammad is the last prophet. Secondly, I can print the whole Quran in less than a quarter of an inkwell. So what do you mean that the word of Allah will never be ended? The whole sea is not enough to print the word of Allah. Do you know? Are you sure? That's amazing. But yet Muhammad is the last prophet. So Allah now is talking to himself. Blah 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 blah. But nobody can hear. I mean, what's the point? If Muhammad is the last prophet and no more words will come to us from Allah, so what this is about? Obviously, it is nothing but an exaggeration, right? All right. Let us see. Let's see how many C's we have. I love the ocean, to be honest with you. I want to go one day, like if I ever find a woman, she is in the age of Khadija, she is young, she is rich, she have no teeth, because I want to be sure that nobody will bite me and I will not die when I'm dead. I mean, when I'm dead sleep. Then I will buy a house in, or a little tiny apartment, doesn't matter really, next to the beach. All right, it's my dream. I mean, let me do my dream. Come on. Let us see. I'm going to the verse. All right. I'm looking for something, trying to find it. Hmm. I want to find it in the hadith first. It's not helping me. Hmm. For some reason, I cannot find it. Maybe in maybe tomorrow, because there is some stuff Muslims, most of them, they have no idea about it, and I would like always to share with Muslims to see, maybe they can notice how stupid this religion is. But if you go over the Quran, you will see that the Quran keep repeating the word seven, and obviously uh, he is trying, Muhammad trying to copy from the Bible. You know, if you go in the Bible, you will see that there's many places the Bible speak about number seven. And as I said, you know, number seven, like God, He created the whole world in 6 days, and He complete everything in the day of seven. He is done. You know, uh, so from the beginning, number seven, obviously, it's appearing to be the perfect number. Um, and there is many things, you know, number seven in the Bible. Uh, so Muhammad, he insists to put what he learned from the Jews, especially in the Old Testament, to make it as part of his religion. You can go right now and search in the Old Testament for the word seven, and you will not believe what you will find. But none of the Christians and none of the Jews, he said, there's a miracle behind, you know, beyond, by calculating number seven itself. I mean, it's not. You see, the numbers is not a purpose of God speaking to us, and God is not expecting us to be people who have a calculator, and then we calculate like 7 million, we divide it to 600,000, and 600 we divide to 17, and 17 we divide to 13, and 13 to 13 of 13. I mean, this is stupid. The God of the Abdul, he spoke to people who have, according to the Muslims, Muhammad himself, he do not know how to write, how to read. But as long we are speaking about number seven, let us see what number seven does to Islam. All of us, we knew that Muhammad, he promised the Muslims 70 wives, 70 wives, and 2 virgins as the lowest reward. Now, there's one of you he mentioned to me before about how legitimate is the hadith. Let's go here first. Uh, we slaughter to the Prophet cow of 7. But this is another one I want. Hold on. The forbidden to kill are 7. Sorry, the one is not forbidden to kill are 7. Let's continue. The ones who left with Muhammad from Mecca to Al-Madinah, they are 70. All right. Let us see. I'm trying to find something here. All right. There is no one whom Allah will admit to paradise, but Allah will marry him to 70 wives, 72 wives, 2 from the Houris and 70 from his wives, 70 of his inheritance of hell. Sorry. All right. Okay. Number 7 again. This one. Yeah. We performed the sacrifice, the Nahar sacrifice, with the messenger, a camel for 7 person. So if you want to sacrifice, every camel is equal for 7 person sacrifice. Why would I not know? Muhammad, he said that my people, the Christian, the Jews became 71 sect. The Christian became 72 sect, and the Muslim will become 73 sect. So number 7 is the key for everything, even for the sickness time. I made a video about it, which is very stupid statement from Muhammad to say so, because we challenged the Muslims as an example to show us the 71 sect of the Jews. Remember, Muhammad, he said already they split. Already in the time of Muhammad there was 71 sect of the Jews, and already in the time of Muhammad there is already 72 sect of the Christians. Now the Muslim, they can play with the last one, which is 73, because they say the judgment day is not over yet, but that will not help you, because already the numbers of Islamic sect nobody can count. What's 73? There's nobody knows how many. We continue. Okay, this is all right. The hadith, this hadith in front of us, the one who asked me about the hadith which is about the 72 versions, right? The 72 versions. In this hadith here, actually let's go to the one before, the one I walk over, but I did not click in it. Hold on. Yeah, let's see this one. This one is da'if, but this one is located where? In Sunan Ibn Majah. All right, I will take this and I will search in Google. This is Islam whatever website, official Islamic website. Somebody's asking, what is the real number of the versions of the Muslim in heaven? The answer, what is according to the accurate and which is authentic according to the Sunnah, which means the Prophet statements, is the following. There's 2 wives for the person in the heaven, and he continue saying, and some they are saying that those are from the virgins. However, any more than this can be accepted as, like, you know, the translation as a mistress. The more than the 2 is the mistress, as it's mentioned in the Sahih, the hadith. However, anything more than this is not Sahih, and some other hadith is Sahih. What does that mean? I have no idea. Don't ask me. This guy, he keeps saying, he just said any more than this is not Sahih. Sorry, no, I got it wrong. So he said, and this topic mentioned that there is a correct Sahih hadith, which means that you will have a mistress. Like anything else will not be correct. Sorry, it's not sarih, which means it's not clear. It's not clear, and there is more clear hadith about that. All right, Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyya said, there is no question that a Muslim in the heaven he will have more than two, as we have in Sahih al-Bukhari hadith number 3243, and as we have in Sahih Muslim 2838, and from hadith etc etc, that the Prophet he said, look what the Prophet he said. قال رسول الله. Let me find this hadith in English, hold on. uh, let us go here. This one can't be found. Interesting. It should be here. Okay, because I saw. Okay, this one. Let's search this part. I'll try to find it to you in English, you know. All right. In the Jannah, the believer will have a tent made of single hollow wood pearl, of which the length of will be 60 miles in the sky. The believer will have his wives with him, and he will visit them, and they will not be able to see one another. Do you see how big the tent? You see how huge it is? It's so huge. So yes, he have a lot of women, yeah, but they are scattered all over. So this Abdul, he will be going inside the tent. It's a tent made from pearl, and those women, they cannot see each other. Now, is that sahih or correct or weak? This is sahih. All right, as you see, this is sahih Muslim. All right, now we continue. All right. And it is proven to be, Ibn Taymiyyah he said, it's proven that every one of the Muslims, he will have two wives at least in the heaven from the human. Additional to that, he will have the virgins, but he did not say how many virgins. All right. What is meant by this, and this is from the book of Ibn Kathir, that the two are from the children of Adam. So the two wives, the first two wives are human from Adam, and the other women of Hurul Ain, which they are not mentioning yet the number, they are from what Allah gave as Allah wish. There's no limitation. Now here, continue here. And reported by Ahmad, etc etc, what is the most lowest reward? And look here, he is quoting the hadith for us. He is quoting for us the hadith. And if this hadith is weak, why he is trying to prove to us the number of the 72 if this is not accepted? Because my friend, the da'if hadith is the same as the sahih hadith. Both of them, they are accepted. You see, if I search right now, this is here, I will copy as it is. I will copy the hadith as it is, and then remember, this is the Muslim scholar is trying to explain to the Muslims how many women you will have in the heaven. So it doesn't make sense that he will quote something is not accepted. Do we agree? I mean, it's useless. Why you are mentioning that if it's not accepted? Then he mentioned something here, which is going to be more crazy, and it's more authentic. So let us say the Muslim, they say that this hadith here is rejected. Let us see the hadith first, which is not, because even if it's da'if, it's not rejected. So the hadith we are talking about, this is the same hadith we are talking about. Yeah, we'll go to the first one. Okay, here they say da'if. You see, So the human being, the Muslim in the heaven, he will have 72 wives, and he will have 80,000 uh, slave boy who will be naked around him. All right. What about we take this one? This one, according to the Muslims in the same website here, they are saying it is true. It is sahih. All right. وأكثر ما وقفت عليه من ذلك ما أخرج أبو الشيخ في العظمة والبيهقي في البعث etc etc that the human being when Allah he take him to heaven, Allah will give him 500 virgins. 500 virgins, and he is going to excuse my language, he is going to 4,000 virgins, and 8,000 women is not virgins. So what is the total? 500 plus 4,000 plus 8,000. That is a 12,500 women to sleep with in the heaven. Let us see the reference. Search in Google. Look at this disaster. The book of Fath al-Bari في شرح صحيح البخاري. The book of Fath al-Bari. The Fath al-Bari is a book supposedly to explain the book of Al-Bukhari. Let us laugh together. He says here, all right, where is the story of, okay, here we go. إن الرجل من أهل الجنة ليزوج 500 حوراء وإنه ليفضي إلى 4,000 بكر و8,000 ثيب. In different hadith عن ابن عباس. Let us see if we can find this one. Ibn Abbas, he said that the man he is going to 100 virgin a day. We search in Google. Let us see what they will say about this one. Let us see. If I can find this one in English. No. No. We could not find it in English. All right. And Ibn Abbas, he said that every one of you is going to 100 women in the heaven. Reported by Hanad ibn Suri. The book name is Az-Zuhd, volume number 1, page number 87. And the Musnad and etc. Let us see here. Ma'ati Azra. Let us see. Hold on, let me see if I'm not sure why it's not coming. Because it should appear here in this website. Ma'atu Azra. Not sure. إن رجل يصل في الجنة. Okay, في صفة الجنة. This one is reported from Abu Huraira, which is a trustworthy, that the man is going to F every day 100 virgins. And this is located in the book of the son of Abi Dunya, with the description of heaven, in the book of At-Tabarani, in the book of Marjam al-Awsat, in the book of etc., and book of etc., in the book of etc., and the book of etc., and nobody here saying that this is weak. And according to Abdullah al-Maqdisi, this hadith is sahih. All right. So to make it simple for you, the Muslim themselves, they are not sure really. They have no idea what the numbers are. So as you see, one hadith says that the Muslim, he would have sex with 12,500, 500 wives. Sorry, 500 virgins. 4,000 500 from the virgins in heaven, 4,000 of the virgins of the earth, 8,000 of women who they previously married or they have sex before, which means they are not virgins. And then different hadith says every Muslim he will have sex with 100 women. Different hadith says every Muslim he will have 72. Different hadith says they will have 2 plus 70. Different hadith says Allah will take for him 70 from people of hell. So which one is the correct one? None of those Muslims can dump in the garbage, because none of those are rejected. They can say this hadith is higher than this one, this hadith is lower than this one, but this is what Islam teach. And the most important is, if we go in the Quran, can the Muslim reject the Quran? Because the one who speak about the virgins is the Quran before the hadith. And the Quran never promised the Muslims one virgin. It says Hur wa Ain. It's a plural name, group. All right. Hurun maqsuratun fil khiyam. Who are those hur? Those are the virgins who they are going to be restrained, jailed inside their tents. So these companions, this hur, the translation of hur, he said companion, but doesn't say really companion. Those are the women you will sleep with, whatever you want to call them, mistress, women for fun, whatever you want to call it. So the Quran confirmed that there is many of them. How many? Nobody knows. The hadith, as you see, everybody give different number. And the hadith which is approved by some group is disapproved by some group. But however, all of them, they cannot disapprove, even the one disapproved to the point to dump it. They can say, well, this hadith, it's not, we are not sure 100%, but I prefer the other hadith. You know what I mean? But nobody can dump it. This is why you see the Muslims, when the Muslims asking questions, like if I go right now and I make a question in English. Let us see. I will go to Google and I will type in English. How many virgins I will get in heaven? All right. Let us see. I will try to find the Muslim website, not something written by Christians or anyone. Okay. Let us see. Just ask Islam. Why do Islam say about virgin women in heaven? All right, let us see. This is a Muslim website. Wait, hold on. There's a better website which is more official. I saw this one. I know this is a WordPress. I'm trying to find more official website. Does the Quran promise just Islam? Let us see what this website is saying. Let us see their propaganda. All right. The simple answer: no. There is no promise of 72 versions for murderers, terrorists, or suicide bombers anywhere in the Quran. The section may people claim this in chapter 78 and in verses 29 to 34. All right. But this is not where it's speaking about versions. Here it's speaking about their breast. It doesn't speak about it. You see, when Muslim they make a statement, they are stupid and they are dumb. None of those verses mention the word virgin, and here is speaking about the size of their breast, and they will be in equal age. Uh, this is not where it's speaking about that. Okay, where is it? You see the liars? You cannot trust a Muslim to answer. Not even one verse of those verses he mentioned is about the virgins. Seven livings of heavens of Islam. Muslim women. Stupid. I wish I can play for you this video. Actually, this video, if you watch it, you will see the Muslim. He explained to you how many women you will sleep with. Let me. I will click in it. I will post it for you. I don't know if it's in English because I see the title in English. So I'm hoping that there's a translation. You know, I think there's a translation. I can see that, but I cannot play it for you here to see that the Muslims, none of them reject the stories of having a lot of women to sleep with in the heaven. So when they say to us this is weak and this is a strong, it's a joke. Okay, this is the link. Whoever want to watch, I know that will take you away from my video for a moment, but go and see it yourself. Now this is a guy from Saudi Arabia. Why none of the Muslims says to him, you are quoting a weak hadith? You know what I mean? Are you guys getting my point? Why nobody says to him, hey Abdul, stupid idiot, those are weak hadith? Why only we hear this from Muslims? This is a sheikh. He is speaking in TV. He is speaking in satellite. So if they don't agree with it, why you teach it? Yeah, it has a subtitle. I wish I can play it play it for you here, but as you know, they will flag my video for playing their video. All right. Again, you know, the Muslims always they say to you it's weak. It is you know, even the weak one is accepted, because when we say a da'if hadith does not mean the hadith is bad. The da'if hadith is a good hadith. Or what the one is saying to you, that this one does not have equal narration to the other ones. It's like saying to you, you know, this one looked genuine, but the other one I have more documentation of it. You know what I mean? What da'if mean? It's like saying to me, okay, you have a dog for sale. You have a dog for sale. Your dog, the one you have with you, you have two dogs. One of them have one certification. The second dog have a two certification about his mother, and the third dog he have three certification about even the grandfather, if we can say, or a grandmother. So 3 generations of dogs certification. Those hadith here is almost the same story. It's about how far we can go with how authentic it is, the reporters, how many reporters, how many it appear, how many time it been stated by trustworthy people, and then we give it a rank. So the da'if one is not rejected. The da'if one is the one you have in the shelf with the good food. You can search right now for da'if hadith by Sheikh Hamza. Da'if hadith by Sheikh Hamza. All right, let me type here da'if hadith Sheikh Hamza. Here we go. Go watch it. He will explain to you that the if hadith is accepted hadith. I mean, you see how they lie? I wish I don't want to play it again. Just search for the name. You see the name in the title in the YouTube. You will see that all the Muslim, they will say to you that the if hadith is a good hadith. Only those stupid kids, right away, anything you say to them, you know, right away they say to you it's da'if. But da'if is accepted. Even the da'if is accepted. But even the one they claim it's da'if, it's not da'if. It's just a way to get rid of from the shame. And the Muslims, since people they start becoming more educated, people have more degrees and schools, and people are not like before naive, you know, we start noticing that the word da'if appearing more and more, because it is stupid to believe in this. So I'm not going to accept that the Prophet he said that. So what I will do, I will say it's da'if. It is weak. But the idiot, because he himself is not educated in Islam, he do not know that even the da'if is accepted. Even the da'if have ranks. You know what I mean? Even the da'if have ranks, and even the sahih have ranks. But all of them are accepted. And the reason they cannot dump it, because it have authentic, you know, like reporters, and it's not contradicting anything, and nobody can debunk it. Nobody can say this is no rejected. Not a single one of those who they are high scholars, not like those we see them today, like Shabir Ali and those dummies. Real scholars of Islam who exist more in, let us say the earliest scholars of Islam who we know about is someone like At-Tabari. You will see that since At-Tabari, the more we get close to our time, the more the Muslims who wrote books, even those who claim to be scholars, they try to deny or reject stupid things. This is why you see in At-Tabari things is more authentic and more trustworthy from other books, because this guy at that time, the Muslims they are in control. You know what I mean? Not like now Muslims are weak. So the Muslim today, they will say, you know, you don't have to pay jizya. No, this is at that time. But if you live in their country and they are having Islamic state, they will force the jizya on you. No, and this is in the time of the Prophet. People used to stone women to death. We don't do that. If you live in their country and they are practicing Islamic law, they will do the stoning to death, and they will do the lashing, and they will do the beating, and they will do everything. But when they are in a place which they are not the majority, then they have different interpretation and different explanation. The same for stupid things about science. Say something stupid, Muhammad he said, then right away the Muslim, they will say to you, this is, it's weak. But then if you search, you will find that the weak hadith is accepted. But because they assume when they say to you it's weak, you think, oh, okay, so this is not accepted by them. So I mean, there's no point of saying this thing is not accepted. Hello, it is accepted. And actually, during the time I debated Muslims, I noticed that Muslims, they start saying to me that the Quran is weak. Because when the Muslim cannot explain the stupidity of the Quran, what he will say? He will say the Quran is corrupt. This is not the Quran of Allah. And this is exactly what the Shia did. And just to show you the deception, do you remember the guy, the Shia guy who I debated from the Lebanese guys who live in Germany? Who remember him? I forgot his name. When I said to him the Shia have a book, it's called the Mushafu Fatima. Mushafu Fatima. Do you remember what he said to me? He said to me, which means the Shia, they believe that the Quran is corrupted. The true Quran is the one with the Mushafu Fatima. So the guy, he said to me, I challenge you to give me the book of Fatima then, as long as the Shia believe in the book of Fatima. But he knew that the Shia believe that the book of Fatima disappear with one of the Imam who will come back. The comeback Imam is going to be Al-Mahdi, and he is the one who will bring with him Mushaf of Fatima. Look, you see how deceiving they are. I challenge you to show me that book then. He's assuming I do not know that this book, the Shia believe it is what their Imam and they don't have it. I mean, who cares if you have it or not? That's what you believe. You believe that the true Quran is the Quran of Fatima, and your Mahdi is going to come back with the Quran. You have it, you don't have it, this is your problem, not my problem. So he challenged me to show it to him. And he thought by saying that he will prove to everybody that this guy is lying. Okay, if we believe in the Quran of Fatima, where is the Quran of Fatima? No, no, not Amir. Amir is the one who introduced to me. Amir is a Christian guy. Amir is an ex-Muslim. This guy, don't mix things. I'm talking about the one who debated me, the Arab guy. We had a debate in German, and they were translating to me. So the Muslims always they play the game of deception. If you search right now, there's tons of videos speaking about the corruption of the Quran. Go right now, huh, and type the name of Yasser al-Habib. Let me find you his videos. Quran corruption. Yasser al-Habib. All right. Guys, look with me. This is a Shia Sheikh. This is a Shia Sheikh. He's very well known, very famous. The Muslim Sunni, they hate him to death. And he is wanted actually by the Sunni. All this series is about Islam is corrupt. Do you see the title? How was Islam corrupted? Do you see it? How was Islam corrupted? So all the topic is Islam is corrupted. And by the way, it's in English. It's in Arabic, it's in English. You see that there's translation. But the Shia in my debate, when he was debating me, he was trying to prove to us that they don't believe that the Quran is corrupt and Islam is corrupt because they practice taqiyya, the bend. This guy now is debating the Muslim Sunni, trying to prove to them that their Quran is debating Christian Prince, the same one who is saying Islam is corrupt. He will not accept to say that because now he is debating the Christians. Do you understand what I'm saying? It depends. He's debating who? When they debate the Muslim Sunni, they want to prove to them that what you believe in the Quran, you have book. This is the book of Uthman, and the Shia they hate Uthman. He is their enemy. So they are not going to accept the book of Uthman. This is not the book of Allah. This is the book of Uthman. They hate him. They accuse Uthman that he is a gay. They accuse Umar. He used to have Umar ibn Khattab. He have a problem with his anus, and nothing will cool him down unless he put a sperm of men in his anus. You believe it? This is what they believe. They believe Aisha, she used to have masturbation when she is in the street. And the Shia actually they use a hadith about Aisha, that she used to decorate women so she can hunt girls from to hunt boys from Quraysh. Let me see if I can find you the hadith. And this is an accurate hadith. So the Shia they have a strong hold against Aisha by using the hadith which the Muslim Sunni believe. I will try to find it. I'm trying to find it in English. Let's see. Let us see. I cannot find. Maybe you can find it yourself. You can search for it. I will read for you in Arabic and translate. I will get the hadith in Arabic first. We go to Arabic. I will open the screen for you, and just I want to find it first. I don't want to hurt your eyes by searching, flipping pages. لعلنا نصطاد بها شبابا من قريش. All right, I'm trying to find. My neighbor, he decided to cut the grass now. All right. I have the hadith in front of me, but I'm trying to find an official website. All right. I don't want to show a website. The most time they will say it's just a website. Until now, I'm finding Shia website. I don't want to use Shia website. Okay. There's hundreds, thousands of video of websites speaking about this hadith, but all of them, they are just fighting the Shia and the Sunni, cursing each other. But this is not my interest. I'm trying to find the hadith and something from the source. Here we go. This is the hadith. Let me show you. This is first the official Islamic website of the Ministry of Islam in Saudi Arabia. This is official Islamic website of Saudi Arabia. This is not any website. This is not Shia website. The book is Al-Musannaf. The name of the book, Al-Musannaf. The chapter is the book of effing, the F word. What they said about showing a girl and walking around with her, showing a girl, slave girl, and walking around with her. Here the hadith says, حدثنا أبو بكر. Abu Bakr, he said, from Waqiya, from Al-Ala ibn Abdul Karim, and Ammar, an etc. عن زيد عن عائشة أنها شوفت جارية وطافت بها وقالت لعلنا نصطاد بها شبابا من قريش. That Aisha, she like put makeup in a slave girl, and she ordered her to walk in the street so the young guys will follow her so she can hunt them, which means Aisha, she is a whore. So what she do, she sent one of her slaves, beautiful one, she put makeup, and then those guys, they follow her, and then when they enter there, they take those boys to Aisha, or those young men. And this hadith reported many times, as you see here, 3 times. And the Shia, they use it against the Muslim Sunni. They say, this is your books, this is your official books, because the Shia, as we said, they accuse Aisha that she is a whore. If there is any Muslim Sunni here, and this is the website for those who they are looking for the reference. It took me some time to find it, you know. I'm not the one who's accusing Aisha to be a whore, okay, Muslims. I believe she was not. It might be a prostitute or something else, but not whore. I mean, whore is kind of she have to have a license for that. It's not easy to work as a whore these days. Anyone want to call? Any Muslim would like to call? Let us close Google. And you know, if Aisha, she decide to work as a whore these days, I mean, who is going to hire her? I don't find a reason. And Abdul, actually, there's different hadith that says that Aisha, she used to hide men in a green containers. You know, let me find the other one. And those are Muslim hadith. These are not Shia. You see, the Shia, they hate Aisha, yes, but the Muslim books is the one having horrible stories about Aisha. That Aisha, she was a whore. So the Muslim Sunni, when they say to them that, you know, I cannot blame them. Al-Khudr. I'm looking for the hadith again, the other one. All right. Well, I find many websites, but until now, Shia website. Anyway, you know, there's a lot of horrible stories about Aisha and about Muhammad and about etc. And for sure, each one of them, when he want to deny something, he say it's weak. When he want, he make it strong. Depend. It's against who. If the hadith is against the Shia, they will make it strong, even if it's not. If the hadith is against the Sunni, they will make it strong, even if it's not. If the hadith is weak, they will make it strong when they want. If the hadith is strong, they will make it weak as want. As simple as that. This is what Islam is about. So don't fool yourself by weak and strong. All of Islam is coming by what? Even the Quran is reported by reporters, and the Muslims themselves, they don't agree about the Quran. As we showed you, the Shia themselves, they have many sects, and all of them, they agree that the Quran Muslims they have today is not the Quran is given to them. Even the Sunni, they believe that the Quran Uthman he have, this is the Quran of Uthman. If I go right now to Google and search for Quran, the Mus'haf of Uthman al-Maz'um, the book of Uthman, which is a claim to be for Uthman, which means even they are not sure that this is the book of Uthman. Do we have any Muslim would like to call? Any Muslim? So anyway, guys, if any of you would like to help, you can make a short video of the about the seven, the miracle number 7, or I have to make a short video about it, and you can download it because now the video is so long to download and reload again. So you can cut the video. Otherwise, if nobody do it, then I have to make a special video about miracle number 7 and get the Muslim busted in a short video. I want to say thank you for being here. I hope today we cover a good point, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow at Sunday, we will be here at 4, between 4:30, and we will stay for a few hours until we get tired. You get tired from listening to me. So thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. And until I see you again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. I mean to that. And see you soon again. Bye bye.